Most chicken stews start with tomatoes and chicken. But what makes the Cameroonian chicken stew special is everything that comes after. The local spices, the herbs, and the little techniques that slowly build layers of flavor. Today I'm sharing how I make mine.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. So if you're curious about Cameroonian food, then this is something definitely worth trying. Today we are making Cameroonian chicken stew, a rich tomato-based stew flavored with local spices, herbs, and tender chicken. The good thing about this stew is you can serve it with just about anything, and once you master how to make a good stew, you're going to find yourself coming back to it over and over again. So settle in and let us make some good stew.
Let's start with the tomatoes. Today I'm using three types: fresh tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes that I soaked overnight in salted water, and my favorite canned whole and organic tomatoes from Moti. Using all three isn't a must. Back home in Cameroon, we often make this stew with only fresh tomatoes, or sometimes fresh tomatoes and tomato puree. But if you can, I highly recommend this combination because each one brings something special to the stew. The fresh tomatoes add brightness, the canned tomatoes add body, and the sun-dried tomatoes bring a deeper, more concentrated flavor. Cut the fresh tomatoes and blend them until smooth. For the sun-dried and canned tomatoes, I prefer to pulse them in a food processor. I don't blend them completely because I like a little texture in my stew. But if you prefer a smoother stew, feel free to blend everything fully. I'm going to add the canned tomatoes, just roughly run the blade through just to show you how it looks like. This tomato is just so good. If you live in Sweden, I recommend you always have these tomatoes in your pantry. I just love it because it tastes so natural, it's organic, and it doesn't even take long to cook. Add the crushed tomatoes to the fresh tomato paste. You can already see the difference in texture and color. Mix everything together, then pour in the soaking liquid from the sun-dried tomatoes. Today, we are not wasting anything. And also bear in mind that the liquid has some salt, so you may want to take that into consideration when you are adjusting your seasoning later. Cover and cook until the mixture reduces into a thick paste. While that's cooking, let me show you where the real personality of this stew comes from: the spices. Today I'm using three traditional Cameroonian spices. They can be difficult to find outside Africa, but if you have an African store nearby, keep an eye out for them. The first is njangsa, an oily seed used in soups, sauces, and stews. It adds richness and a beautiful flavor. So for this recipe, we will use just a small handful. Next is African nutmeg, also known as bebe. It has a hard shell, but inside is a very aromatic seed. The flavor is wonderful but quite powerful, so we will only use about 2. And finally, white pepper, which is probably the easiest one to find. Each of these spices adds its own unique layer of flavor. I'm going to lightly toast them for a moment to wake up their natural oils and make them even more fragrant. I also love adding fresh herbs. Today I'm using parsley and basil along with some leek and celery. For aromatics, I have some ginger, garlic, onions, and a few Scotch bonnet peppers for heat. Blend the spices together with some of the herbs and aromatics, leaving out the onions. Blend everything into a smooth paste and set it aside. Now, I know some of you have been wondering where the chicken is. It's been in the fridge all this time, marinating overnight with salt. And before you even ask, yes, I washed it thoroughly before seasoning with salt. Since the chicken is already seasoned, we don't need much more. I'll add a little black pepper, some chicken seasoning, and a few teaspoons of the spice yeast. Rub everything in well. Meanwhile, take a look at our tomatoes. The liquid has completely cooked off, leaving behind a rich paste. Depending on the tomatoes you are using, you may need to cook them longer or add a little more water and continue reducing. But because I carefully chose my tomatoes, they are ready. Now let's continue building flavor by searing the chicken. Heat a little oil over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add the chicken skin side down. Now listen to that sizzle. Let the chicken cook until it releases easily from the pan. Flip it. We are looking for a beautiful golden brown color. You don't need to cook it through at this stage because it will finish cooking in the stew. And by the way, thank you for stopping by Flavor Lab with Zeedel. If you're still watching, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Now send a plate your way. Once the chicken is beautifully browned, remove it from the pan and set it aside. And look at those brown bits left behind. I used to think they were burnt pieces and would wash them away. Little did I know I was washing away flavor. In the same pan, add the diced onions and cook them gently until soft. This helps release their natural sweetness, which balances the tomatoes beautifully. Once the onions are soft, add the cooked tomato mixture and stir. Return the chicken to the pan and add some liquid. I'm using chicken stock today, but water works just fine. This is the perfect time to add the blended spice mixture. Stir everything together gently and then adjust to the seasoning by adding more salt and seasoning cube. And don't forget to also empty out the pan juices from the chicken. Now add a little oil, then stir gently again. Cover and let everything simmer gently until the chicken is fully cooked and tender. So the stew is now ready. For the final touches, garnish with finely diced red bell pepper, then some chopped parsley and basil. Sometimes I also add diced carrots and green beans for extra color and texture. And there it is, rich, flavorful, and deeply comforting. The tomatoes are perfectly cooked, the chicken is tender, and the spices bring a warmth that makes this stew uniquely Cameroonian. This is the kind of meal that always feels like home. If you enjoyed his recipe, don't forget to subscribe to Flavor Lab with Zeedel for more Cameroonian recipes, food stories, and flavors from my kitchen. Until next time, take care and bye bye.